Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Acidic back, and in today's video, I wanted to come at you guys with my problems with the Destiny 2 loot system. I've already made a lot, like the last 5 videos I've made have been rants on Destiny 2, but I just kind of want to give my opinions about it. Y'all seem to enjoy it. Y'all enjoy talking about what y'all think's wrong with it, so I'm going to keep doing these every once in a while. I'm going to try to mix in some other videos in there, because I don't want it to just be rant after rant after rant. But to the point of the video, the loot system in this game is too forgiving. Like, they've made it so casual to where it's not even fun to play because you don't have to try anymore. The grind's gone, and I've touched on this in the previous video with the exotics about having to grind for them, but this is in a more broad viewpoint, I guess, perspective, you could say. It's that everything in the game is so easily obtainable that there's no point in even having it in the first place, because it's nothing special. There's like, they've made them so easy to get, and that some guns aren't even better than others. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's metas for a reason. Their Uriel's is really good and everything and all that, but the point I'm trying to make is the rolls. Like, I personally miss weapon rolls. I didn't have a problem with them in D1. It gave me a reason to play. I wanted to get that certain weapon. I grinded for an Ice Luna for just weeks and months getting one of those, and I finally got one, and I'm really glad I did. I know some people didn't get the guns they wanted, but that was the point of the game. It's a MMORPG type of game. You go and you hunt for that loot that you want. So having the incentive of having a different perk set on each time you get it, it makes you want to just keep going after them to see if you can get that god roll weapon that you really want. But then you had people that complained about it, saying that they was giving unfair advantages in the Crucible, which honestly I didn't really see that much of a big deal, because most of the time the weapons that were in the metas were exotics, and they don't have weapon rolls. Like Thorn and Last Word were big at one point, and I know Universal Remote was pretty good. Icebreaker was big. Mida was still good back then. It wasn't bad. Like, most of these metas, the weapon rolls, they didn't matter, and most of the time there'd be a week where a vendor would sell one and it was mediocre or a god tier roll on it. So the whole debate of the weapon rolls ruining the game was not really that big of an issue. If anything, it gave the game more depth of playing it. And it's sad to say that, because like, a lot of people want them to go back on that, but Bungie's already said that they're firm believers in the non-weapon rolls, and that they said it was a great decision on their part for the game. And I guess that's, for them it is, because it makes them more money in the long run, because it's supposed to be around esports and they'll get a lot of money from that. So in their eyes, it is a better point for them, but for the player, it's not. It's really not that good. This is more of a tunnel vision of money, more than helping the player base, the people that funded everything, you know, the people that supported them by buying it and everything. This is more about their money more than anything. So if they can get esports pushed harder with no weapon rolls, then they're going to do it. So I mean, it's kind of a half and half there. I mean, they're going to do some things that they want to if they see that there's a positive in their eyes, but nothing's going to be done for us. So we just going to have to either roll with that or just play something else. And personally, I'm playing something else, because I don't really enjoy playing Destiny 2. I get on here to do gameplays that go in the background of this. That might be 15 minutes. And then I'm swapping to go to play something else. It might be Fortnite. It might be just some random game on the computer. Or I might just go ahead and go do college or something. Like, this game just has no reason for me to play it, because the loot is so just, it's easy, and it's it's unrewarding is the word I'm looking for. There's no reason of you going to get those weapons when they're all going to be the same as everybody else. I can grind for that weapon and do strikes all the time and still get the same auto rifle, same Uriels from somebody that just went and opened a package randomly and got it luckily. Like, there should be a reward for you grinding that hard to get that one weapon roll you really wanted, and that's gone. So for me, which I would consider myself not, like, what's the word here? I wouldn't consider myself an extremist for Destiny and like going all the way of having like just thousands upon thousands of hours played. Yes, I had a lot of time played, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not doing no Slayer age, like running 2-man raids in Leviathan. I don't do that. That's just not me. So I'm not in that group. I'm like in the medium between the casual and the extremist. Like, I'm just kind of that guy that grinds the game really hard, is very passionate about it, and that's where a lot of people are with D2. But there's still the casuals is like the casual player base is way more than any of that. Like there's very few extremists, and then there's the the mid tier, which is most of like the grinding players, the YouTubers, people like that that really enjoy the game, do the raids, trials, stuff like that. And then there's the casual play base, and that's where the game was it was built around that group, that demographic of people, and that's what ruined the game, honestly. Like, and I've had people comment on the Crucible video here, and they're saying that if you don't like the team shot and everything, you should go be a casual on some other game like or Call of Duty or something. And I do play Call of Duty, don't get me wrong, but I still don't see how that could be an argument when the game being casual is what ruined it. So I don't see how calling me a casual would mean that's why I don't like the game. A casual would like the game more. Like that, you're contradicting yourself. But that's a whole different thing. But the thing is like, another thing is the clan rewards. Like, you don't even have to go in the raid or trials to get trials or raid gear. Now, at first, I was okay with it being 10 light because I thought that's how it was, but it was actually broken. It's supposed to give you light level advantages. So I was like, okay, so you get the weapon, yes, but it's not like, what's the word I'm looking? It's not that level. Like, it's not geared up. It's only 10. You have to infuse into it. And I was like, okay, so you still have to get higher level gear to infuse into it. There's your trade-off there. And it's still a small trade-off, but there was a trade-off there. It was still there. But now they fixed it, and you still get light level gear, like relevant light level gear, may I add. Like, you could be 300, it'll give you 302 or something like that. But you shouldn't get trials gear and raid gear from something you didn't do. I can understand how they wanted people to still feel like they were doing something in a clan. And you should get contribution, but you shouldn't get in-game rewards. You should just get legendaries or extra engrams, or you contribute a certain amount. If you contribute like a certain score to the clan, like have a little XP bar like they have now, but it's capped off. If you could keep that thing there and just keep playing through it, and every time you level up the bar, you get an exotic engram or something. Maybe not an exotic, because that still would make it easier for exotics, but maybe give you a legendary engram that's light relevant or something that you can grind for to level up, or just give you a legendary engram in general. They could do something there. I mean, I'm just rambling here about possible fixes. I didn't do the math. I haven't done all this stuff. I'm probably not going to. That's just, I ain't got time to do all that. I'm just suggesting ideas that someone could perfect on later on. But make it to where the clans, yes, they have benefit and you feel rewarded for being in one and contributing, but not giving you stuff that you don't deserve. Like the raid gear and trials gear, just if you haven't gone in there and put forth the effort to do it, you shouldn't just get it. Like, one 6-man team shouldn't go into a raid and beat it on prestige or just any difficulty, honestly. Well, anyone shouldn't be beating it on prestige. It's worthless, but if someone beats the raid, the whole other 42 members of the clan should not get weapons and gear from that raid. That's not how it should work. You should have to go in there. That gives you reason to do the end game. It gives you the mentality of, okay, I got to get on, got to do my raid, do my trials. Not what I used to do here, because I got bored with it. And I was like, I'll just let somebody else do it, get in or get on one day, go to Hawthorne, get my stuff, and get off. I didn't even want it to be that way, and that's how it turned out for me. I wanted to be able to be the person that helped the other people with it. But they just made it so easy and so open to where they just hand it out to people for free, just throwing them away. Oprah Winfrey, just you have one, you have one, you have one. Just everybody gets one. It doesn't matter. Everybody will get one in the game. As long as you just sign on and you're in a decent clan, you'll get everything in this game. It's so easy and simple that they've made it to where someone without thumbs could be 305. It's that easy. And that's what killed it. The loot system. The big picture of this whole thing on why Destiny 2's player base has died off, and it's slowly dwindling down to just below 2 million when it was 7 million when it came out or something like that. It's that the loot is just not forgiving anymore. It's too forgiving, but it's not rewarding. That's what I meant to say. You can get everything super simple, but it doesn't mean anything. Saying, I got this amazing roll from Iron Banner because I grinded it, and having somebody that signed on one day and just played a match, turned in his tokens, and he got one too. I mean, it's the same weapon. You have no reason to grind. There's no carrot on the end of the stick that you're chasing. That there's nothing there. You have no reasoning, and that's the problem. They need to have that reasoning back, because none of the gear has good rolls on it, man. Like, these raid gear weapons are terrible, except for the rocket launcher. It's good, and the sniper, but that's for Crucible, so that's a whole different thing. But like, you get raid weapons to help with the raid. Like, we used to use Taken King weapons to kill Taken easier. We used to use Dark Blow weapons to kill Hive easier, Hive Knights, because those things tanked, and when you got those weapons, it helped a lot. And then Vault of Glass, we'd use the Vision of Confluence or Fatebringer to take out Oracles, because on hard mode back then, them things were tanks, and those weapons were reasons to do it. You could get through it easier, and they were great. In this one, we get shit. We get literally things that suck and have no reason in there. They're not the good archetypes. Like, the AR is a 600 round RPM. I mean, I still like using it as fun and everything, but it's not a good auto rifle. The hand cannon is not that good. Just nothing's there. The pulse is not good either. The scout, that's not bad or not good either. It's just everything that's from that raid is terrible. And the gear, don't get me wrong, cosmetically, I think it looks good. There's some people that don't like it, but I like it. It looks cool to me. It's like royalty. I like that kind of look. But it has no perks. There's nothing there. Like, maybe when you have when you're running the gauntlet, the whatever the thing, the leg armors, the booties, whatever you want to call them, just have them to where it gives you increased agility when you're the relic holder. Those were simple perks back in D1 that shouldn't have been taken away. Like, I don't understand what they were doing with this game when they thought of some of these weapon rolls and loot rolls, because honestly, they've just dwindled it down to nothing. This is so bare bones. This feels like pre-alpha D1. And I still would say it still had better rolls than this. And it's just, they've taken such a huge step back with this game, and a lot of PC players are saying it's good. It might look good, but deep down, in 2 weeks, you'll be in the same boat as the console people were. You'll be bored, they'll have nothing to do, and it'll just be bland all over again. So don't believe the blindsided PC Master Race people, because I have one too. I have a PC that I could easily play the game on 1080, 60, make it look pretty with the full field of view out to like 120, but I don't care because the game's boring and stale, not because it looks pretty. We're not playing Barbie dress up trying to look the best out here. I'm trying to have fun while playing the game, so it's not there. The fun factor's gone. And that's going to kind of wrap up the video. I think the weapon rolls need to come back, and they need to have the weapons that are from the in-game special to have reason to go after them. There should be something there, motivation for you to want to go into it. And most people don't even want to do the raids anymore. I don't even think people do milestones anymore, unless you've just not hit your desired light level yet, and that's sad. But yeah, like I said, I want to throw out some new videos here and there. The next video for Destiny 2 should be I want to talk about how they were. I want to talk about this little whole controversy talking about the Destiny 2 population tracker being taken down. I got my own 2 cents I want to talk about with that. But this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, do hit the like button. It shows great support for the channel. If you want to watch more videos from me, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon next to it so you'll get notified every time I upload to the channel or just post or anything. Social media links down below if you want to keep in touch there. I don't really use Twitter much, but I'm going to try to start getting into it a little bit more. But yeah, it's been Acidic, and I'm out. Peace.